Welcome to this week's lesson on strategic reading. In this lesson, you will learn a reading strategy called connecting to the text, which will help you engage and interact with the work of fiction. You will need to take a page of Cornell notes listing the various reading strategies so that you can practice these reading strategies as we read a short story. One of the most significant reading strategies to activate your interest and help you relate to a story or a novel is the strategy of connection. When you connect to a short story or article, you find something in the reading passage that reminds you of something that you already know. The process of connecting to what you're reading helps you to link into what is already familiar so you can begin understanding the text. There are three ways that you can connect to a text, and they are text to me, text to text, and text to world. The text-to-me strategy is when you can make a personal connection based on your own experiences and background knowledge. For example, we will be reading a play about Anne Frank titled The Diary of a Young Woman. As I read, I try to see if I can make a personal connection to my own past experiences, relating characters to people I know or a setting that is similar to a place I've been. As we begin this drama, you may think to yourself, I keep a diary too. Or, I'm about the same age as Anne. Or, I know what Anne means about her mom. My mom gets in my case too. These would be examples of you connecting the text to yourself. A text-to-text connection is made when you recall another book, poem, article, or other reading passage you read in the past that relates to the text that you are currently reading. For example, as you read The Diary of a Young Woman, you might realize, we read and discussed the persecution of the Jews in the Holocaust in Europe last year in our history textbook. Or, I read the graphic novel Mouse, where the Jews were represented by mice in concentration camps and the Nazis were represented by cats. Text to world is connecting the text you are reading to bigger issues and problems that are going on in the world. For example, you might think as you read this play, the adults really treat Anne like a little child. Even today, grown-ups don't respect teens' opinions and ideas. Or, the Nazi genocide of the Jewish people is similar to the atrocities that are happening in Darfur. Making it a point to connect to the text, whether it's personal experience, something you've read about, or something you watched in the news, can really help you access greater understanding and interaction with your reading. When you connect to the text, you will also find that you will remember what you've read much more vividly than if you had read it without using the strategy. Let's get ready to read and connect.